Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Tyler, also known as Yarn Ninja Studio, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to make this adorable little pumpkin. Really easy, really simple, all worked in half double crochet and slip stitch, and there's a bit of sewing, and then you just need the branches from outside. Shall we begin? Materials that you will need for this pumpkin pattern is your crochet hook, a pair of scissors, your desired color of yarn, a twig, and some stuffing. Shall we begin? We will start by making a slip knot for our crochet pumpkin. And in order to make a slip knot, you need to have yarn. So, the way to make the easiest slip knot is to wrap the yarn around your finger twice, grab this back loop and pull it over the front, grab the new back loop and pull it all the way around till it looks like this, grab both ends and pull tight. Then after that, you insert your hook. So to start our pumpkin, we are going to start with a slip knot. That is where you take this yarn and wrap it around your finger twice. Grab the back loop and pull it over the front. Grab the new back loop right here and pull it all the way over your finger until you have something that looks like this. Once you have that, pull both your strings to close it. Once you've done that, grab your crochet hook in your slip knot and put it right on through. Then grab both ends and tighten it yet again. Just as easy as that. Now we're going to start with a chain of 15. So a way to make the chain is to loop over and pull through. Loop over and pull through. Loop over and pull through. Loop over, pull through. Loop over and pull through. That's 5. We're going to make 10 more. Once you have 15 chains, do 2 extras, so a total of 17. Once you have that, we're going to start doing our half double crochet, which makes our pumpkin look like this. In order to do that, you need to loop over as if you're going to chain, but go into the third V from hook. See this right here? 1, 2, and 3. Right there. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to loop over again and pull through. See how I have 3 loops on my hook? That's what you want. If you have 3, loop over again and pull right through all 3. I'll show you 2 more times. Loop over, go into the next stitch, loop over and pull through, loop over again and pull through all 3. One more time. Loop over, go in, loop over, pull through, loop over, pull through all 3. Do that until you reach the end of the row. Okay, now that you've reached your last stitch, do 1 more half double crochet into that last stitch. Now that you finish that, we are going to chain 2, same as we did with the beginning, and your piece should look something like this so far. Once you've chained the 2, turn your work and continue to do half double crochets into each stitch down the row, just like so. And I'll show you how to do a half double crochet again here in just a second. So you're going to loop over, go into the stitch, loop over, pull through, 3 loops, loop over and pull through all 3. Do that until you reach round 20 or 25. Okay, so here I am on my last row, which is 20, and I'm on my last few stitches. So let's quickly finish this up, and I'll show you the next part that you need to do. Once you get to the end of row 20, you're going to want to chain 1, okay, fold your crochet piece in half and turn. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sewing this together with slip stitches. And the way that works is you're going to go into your first stitch, just like so, no loop overs, and into the next side of the stitch. So then you have both like this. Loop over then, and just pull through. Do that again. Go in, loop over, pull through. One more time. Go in, loop over, and pull through. Remember, we're not looping over, going in and pulling through. We're just going in, loop over, and pull through. So do that all the way down to the end of your row, and I'll see you there. Okay, once you've reached the end of your slip stitching, your piece should look like a little ring. Now all you need to do is grab your scissors and cut a very, very long string. Just like so. Then, to fasten off, you're going to loop over and just pull through all the way. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is in our half double crochets, right here, in every one that looks like that, we're going to go in there, loop our yarn over our hook, and pull it through. We're basically weaving in at the top to close the top. So just do that with every single little top loop you see, just that we don't have a weird ridge at the top. And I'll see you at the end of this. Once we reach back to the beginning, it should look like this all weaved in. All you need to do is grab the string you weaved in and pull it. Just like so, to close up the top. Then insert your hook in any spot that you want, loop over again, pull through, but not all the way, just so you have a little loop. Loop over and pull through that loop. Pull that stitch tight. Then all that you need to do is cut the string just a little ways up. So I'm going to cut right about here and snip. Now what you're going to do is you're going to flip your piece inside out. See how good that looks so far? It looks like a mini hat. Okay. Now do the same thing around this edge, but don't close it off until you stuff it. So again, we cut a string. You go into your stitch and you pull the loop through, leaving a little end just like so. Then go into your next stitch and do the exact same thing, but make sure to hold this end because it will pull through. See how I'm doing this? I'm pulling it through while I'm holding this end so it doesn't pull all the way out where you have to restart it. Does that kind of make sense? And just keep pulling through all the way around. See how I just accidentally pulled that all the way through? Now I only got these two again. So I have to restart. So do that and I'll see you at the end of this. Okay, now that I've reached the end of my weave-in, I have tucked in this end that pokes out into here. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab your stuffing and just stuff the pumpkin. Stuff it as much as you want. There's no limit until it reaches the brim. You can make a nice stiff pumpkin or you can make a nice squishy pumpkin. Totally up to you. Normally I add 2 things of stuffing. Once you've found it to your desired stuff, grab both the ends that you just weaved in and pull them tight. Just like so. I always grab the shorter end because it's easy to tie with, and just tie them together. 2 knots, maybe 3 if you want. Okay, I'm gonna cut this short end a little shorter. I'm gonna in-place my hook in here and just weave in that end real quick. Okay, next part to your pumpkin. See this hole down here? You want that. So put your hook through it and all the way up to the top, just like so. So it goes all the way through. Grab this thread that you left and pull it on through. Then we go down from the bottom part. Sorry, we go up from the bottom and back up to the top. And we loop this thread over top, just like so. Loop it in and pull it through again. This is going to be consistent all the way around the pumpkin. Once you've pulled it through, you can see here, pull that thread very, very tight so it shrinks it in. Now go from the bottom to the top again, find a position for your thread, and pull it again through. Once you've done that, pull this thread tight so you get that. Let's continue to do that. Go all the way up, loop over the pumpkin, pull it all the way through. Find your desired spot and tighten. One more time for me because I only want 4. Go in, loop over the pumpkin, loop over the hook, pull through, and tighten. And there you have it. There's the base part of your pumpkin. Now what I normally do is I hold the thread tight. I go into these back stitches like so. I pull the loop over, pull up that tiny little loop again, loop over, and pull right all the way through. Just like so. Just so it has enough tightness so it doesn't come off. Then go at the top of your pumpkin and pull that thread through. Once you have done all these steps, it is safe to cut the thread. Just snip it right off. Okay, there's your pumpkin. Next part to this is your stick. So find a desired spot and just snap it if it's thin enough. If there's a little extra piece, just grab some scissors and just snippity snip. Then what you need to do is grab your pumpkin and your pumpkin stem and just put it in that middle hole right where you were sewing. And there you have it. There's your pumpkin. You just made a crochet pumpkin. Good job. Hope you guys have a great night, or day, and enjoy the pumpkin pattern. Peace.
Trick or treat for Halloween. Better give a treat that's good to eat if you want to keep life serene. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat the whole night through. Little scalawags with fiendish gags can make it tough on you.